Hi, everyone. This is a final message for you from the Mortgage Center for 2024. There are just some really exciting things that I'd like to share with you in this end of year message, and just some tips for you for looking forward into 2024. The first thing I wanted to let you know is that we are hosting a real estate conference, the Real Estate Pulse Conference on January the 31st. We have an excellent lineup of speakers. Now, the conference is primarily designed for real estate professionals, people who support the real estate agents and real estate industry, like accountants, lawyers, financial planners. If you are a private lender or have ever wanted to get into private lending or real estate investing or own multiple rental properties, you'll want to attend. And there's a link included in this message below to allow you to register. We do have an early bird special that's up on January the 5th. So again, I just wanted to draw that to your attention. A couple of other things to keep in mind. For the next little bit. If you have a friend or family member or just somebody you know, a work colleague whose mortgage is coming up for renewal and it's with a chartered bank like RBC, Scotia, CIBC, or BMO, make sure they recommend that they contact us before they actually sign on the dotted line for a few reasons. I believe that we can get them a better rate. Or if they are carrying a balance on a home equity line of credit, now is a really great time to move that home equity line of credit and mortgage together, especially if their home value is under $1 million. And the reason for that is some mortgage lenders have special interest rates and programs for people who are renewing mortgages and consolidating home equity lines of credit into their mortgage. And the main benefit for something like that would be when it lowers the overall interest that you're going to pay on the loan. But also there might be some strategies that we could brainstorm to help those individuals pay off that debt faster. On that note, I wanted to mention to you that if your mortgage is coming up for renewal or you wanted to explore this option and you are a higher income earner with not a lot of outside debt aside from your mortgage, we have had some good success with some of our clients and the Manulife one. It's a very different type of mortgage product than a traditional amortized mortgage. And if you are interested in learning more about the Manulife one, again, please schedule an appointment and I can walk you through your own personalized scenario. And I'd say about 80% of the clients that contact us, again, it works best if you are a higher income earner and don't have a lot of other debt outside of the mortgage debt, and you find that you're carrying about $5,000 to $10,000 a month as a balance in just your checking account. Again, the way that we can help you with the Manulife one, if you find yourself in this situation, is there are ways to use some of the equity, not some of the equity, but just some of the money that you have in your checking and savings account and apply it towards the principal on the mortgage. And that's through the Manulife One product. We have had several clients contact us. It is a bit of a different beast. But again, it's not for everybody, but I'd love for you to have at least a look at that product. The last thing I wanted to mention to you is we are headed into a buyer's market, and you may have heard me talk a little bit about this. It is great if you are a first-time home buyer. So if your mortgage, if you have been pre-approved for the mortgage in the last couple of years, you'll want to reach out to us to reinstitute that mortgage pre-approval. We'll ask you for some updated mortgage documents like 2 recent pay stubs. But I also want to mention to you that if you have a condo and you've owned that condo or townhouse for the last 5 years, you have some really good equity in that condo. Instead of maybe selling and buying, I would love to work out a scenario with you for you to keep that condo and maybe convert it into a rental property and then purchase a primary residence. Again, the reason why we're sort of recommending this strategy, if it's right for you, of course, not everybody wants to own a rental property. They are a little bit of work. I have some great firsthand experience owning rental properties. You may have heard me talk about them in the past, but again, if you do have a condo that you've outgrown and you're like, oh, gee whiz, I always wanted to own a rental property. Now might be a really great way to opportunity to look into converting that condo into a rental property, accessing the equity of that property to purchase another primary residence. That is it for me today. We love helping people. I just wanted to thank everyone for reaching out over the last year. Just to share something with you personally, wanted to let you know a couple years ago, my son had a terrible accident. As you know, I may have shared that with you. He is doing great. He's gone to university and he's a resident assistant. So I had mentioned to him, you'll learn more about conflict management as a resident assistant than you ever will taking classes at school. And my husband's business at Value Connect is taking off and things are going well there. So again, thank you to everyone who supported us and who reaches out. We love helping people and we love real estate. And we love actually doing mortgages. So thank you. Happy New Year. Have a great year and please feel free to reach out.